Welcome, and thank you so much to the Hemis Bookstore for accommodating us at the last moment. Yes. We were in danger of multiple heart attacks upon approaching the reading venue. My name is Valerie Sayers, and I'm professor of English and a very happy member of the creative writing faculty here at Notre Dame. This is where I was lucky enough to meet Jenny Boully, who makes a life like mine feel completely worthwhile. Though she was here for only the 2 brief years our MFA students are in residence, Jenny Boully, whom we sometimes call Jenny and sometimes Boully, so I'll just use them in alternating pattern, had a delightful impact on all of us. She was a strikingly assured young talent, already on her way to serious critical attention. But she was also a wise old soul who had one of the most generous literary spirits I have ever encountered. She urged us all on simply by her own joyful intensity. And by all, I don't mean just her fellow students at the time, but faculty members in the creative writing program and the broader English department and the broader Notre Dame community too. She once lay under the maple tree in my front yard, marveling at the night sky, while the rest of us trooped outside to marvel at Boully. When we lured Jenny here, lo, these many years ago, we thought briefly, for the space of the admissions process, that we were luring a poet. How limited of us. Though we were willing to arm and mud wrestle competing programs to get her here, and I believe a little of that was required, we should have known she was a writer who could no more be put in a poetry box than she could be asked to choose between singing and laughing, both of which she does lustily and frequently in her work. What shall we call her tonight? At Columbia College, she directs the nonfiction program, but nonfiction can't contain her either. So much of her work could pass as poetry, fiction, and nonfiction. It seems only fair to simply say she is unbound, a conceptualist, a lyricist, a prankster. Listen to the titles of her books. The latest is The Mismatched Teacups of the Single-Serving Spoon, a book of failures. And the failures she also refers to as embarrassments. Another title, not merely because of the unknown that was stalking towards them, which is a swan song from Wendy Darling to Peter Pan. The Book of Endings and, reverse order. The Book of Beginnings and Endings, and yes, that's a book with no middles. One Love Affair, a collection of fragments possibly concerning one love affair, and the book that brought her international attention and launched her wondrous cross-genre intergalactic travels, The Body, an essay, which is composed entirely of footnotes to a non-existent text. Here's what Jenny herself said in an interview last year. I like impressions, watermarks, the feeling of fleetingness. Work that excites me tends to have a deep attachment to its subject, exquisite prose, spiraling syntax, a commitment to how it is said, and not merely what is said. It flutters about its core, it merely hints at what that core might be. In that spirit, I'll flutter away from any further biographical notes, except to say that Jenny Boully was born in Thailand, raised in Texas, which is, I think, a very spicy combo, and that she holds a PhD from the Graduate Center of the City University of New York. Those little geographic notes don't come close to her core, so here is her exquisite self, Jenny Boully.